Thanks, John. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Brian Lee from Taiwan Universal Eye Center. It's my pleasure to share with you my topic, the new generation phaco machine, the Centurion vision system. First, I would like to emphasize that each step in this slide is very important to cataract surgery, even in patient selection and patient education. Today, I would like to focus on the phaco emulsification by using the Centurion vision system. As we know, the Centurion vision system contains three main features. The first feature is active Fluidics. The new Fluidics management system FMS is designed to streamline the cataract surgery process. Compared to the traditional single peristaltic pump with single fluid wave, the dual segment technology provides two complementary fluid waves, resulting in a more efficient and smoother flow. The aspiration tube becomes smaller, and compared to the traditional gravity Fluidics with poor compensation, the new active Fluidics can dynamically detect and adjust irrigation pressure to compensate IOP loss. The most special is the soft BSS bag takes place the traditional BSS bottle. These features result in reducing post-occlusion surge, including volume displacements and time, even under high vacuum status. The second feature is balanced energy. Compared to the Kierman mini flat tip, the new balanced tip is designed to enhance cutting efficiency to increase emulsification effect. The new balanced tip can also reduce the chance of momentary tip occlusion and diminish the thermal effect. The active Fluidics and balanced energy of the Centurion system is designed to maintain surgeon-selected target IOP, and we can adjust the parameters to customize the surgical procedure. So, by the Centurion system, I consider it is safety for most of the surgeons to surgery in low IOP status around 50 mm of mercury, under medium vacuum setting around 400 mm of mercury. When the surgeon skill, I consider 42 mm mercury IOP and 24 milliliter per minute aspiration rate can provide a very stable anterior chamber under high vacuum setting up to 700 mm of mercury. And this is my ordinary setting in both phaco emulsification and IA. The third feature is applied integration. The R-Pons cataract refractive suite can connect several devices, including variable image guided system, femtosecond assistive cataract surgery, Luxor surgical microscope, and the Centurion vision system. Next, I will show you some videos. In the Infinity system, sometimes we can see post-occlusion surge like this. But in the Centurion system, we can see the anterior chamber remains stable in the same state. No surge was noted. In the Infinity system, sometimes we can see an axial surge in occlusion break. However, in the Centurion system, despite the vacuum is approaching to 700 mm of mercury, as we can see, the anterior chamber still remains very stable. Let's move on to see some challenging cases I have performed by using the Centurion system. This is a 55-year-old male patient with grade 5 white nuclear sclerosis. I consider CCC is another key point in cataract surgery, especially in challenging cases. I use an ordinary CCC forceps to perform the capsularization under variable guiding very carefully without staining the anterior capsule. I always use chopping technique to chop the nucleus very carefully to make sure the nucleus is completely divided into 4 quadrants. Then I perform phaco emulsification by using high vacuum, low IOP, low aspiration rate, and low phaco power to prevent the endothelium damage. We can see the anterior chamber remains very stable under very high vacuum status throughout the procedures, even in occlusion break. After completing the surgery, we can see a ground and nerve well center CCC, and the CDE is only 9.9. I consider it's pretty good in a grade 5 nuclear sclerosis case. The second case, this is a 58-year-old female glaucoma patient with small pupil for several years. With my surgical experiences, I didn't use the iris retractor, iris expander, or iris dilator in this case. I consider CCC is definitely one of the most important key points in cataract surgery, especially in small pupil cataract surgery. I use chopping technique to chop the nucleus, avoiding the iris and capsule very carefully. The following key point in small pupil cataract surgery is, after engaging the quadrant by high vacuum, the phaco tip should be held in the pupil center to emulsify the nucleus, avoiding the iris very carefully for the safety. I always fragment the nucleus by using high vacuum before using the phaco power to keep low CDE as I can. We can see the anterior chamber depth remains very stable under high vacuum through the procedures, even in such a shallow anterior chamber depth cases. We should, when we peel off the cortex under high vacuum, also take care of the iris. After inserting the IOL, I complete the small pupil case cataract surgery smoothly and safely with low CDE. The most of all, I didn't use any assistive devices in this case. And this 52-year-old male patient suffered from cornea penetrating injury about 20 years ago. Because of the pupil decentration, I used an IOL retractor to pull out the dialysis iris and perform a 5 mm diameter capsularization under variable guiding very carefully. I also use chopping technique to chop the nucleus very carefully and also avoiding the iris. Then I perform fecal emulsification by high vacuum, low IOP, low aspiration rate, and low fecal energy, just as usual. We should pay attention not to touch the iris to avoid further damage in such traumatic cases. Also pay attention not to touch the iris and pull the capsule when peel of the cortex entered by high vacuum, just as usual. The Centurion system provides a very stable anterior chamber during the surgery, and I consider this is the most important point of these traumatic cases. After inserting the IOL, we can see the CDE is 0. That means no any fecal energy was used. We can see the CCC margin from this hole was pretty matched to the 5 mm Varion CCC marker. That means the IOL was centered and enclosed in the capsule bag. This patient achieved an amazing result at the first day post-operation. The UCVA was 0.9. This 65-year-old glaucoma patient lived in the country of the South Taiwan, had suffered from blurred vision for several years, but he had been rejected by many doctors for the cataract surgery before he came to my clinic. Some doctors told him that his eye was hopeless, so it was not worthy to receive the cataract surgery, while the other doctors told him that his cataract was still incipient, so it was no need to do the surgery. With my surgical experience and the Centurion vision system providing stable, active fluidics and powerful balanced energy, I complete these challenging cases smoothly and safely with minimal CDE. The patient was very happy after the surgery. The UCVA at the first day post-operation was 0.5. In the past months, I had performed several lab surgery by using the Centurion vision system. In TOA December 2014, I used the Centurion system with the Varion in a glaucoma patient with pupil synechia by using a restorative lens. The final CDE is only 0.29. In APAO Congress 2015, I used the Centurion system with the Varion system in a grade 3 nuclear sclerosis patient and inserting a toric IOL. We can see the CDE is 0. And in Tianjin International Ophthalmology Forum 2015, I used the Centurion system and the lenses in a grade 3 nuclear sclerosis patient by inserting the restorative lens. We can see the CDE is also only 0.08. The results were pretty good, and the patients were very happy. So my conclusion, the Centurion vision system can not only increase surgeons' confidence of cataract surgery, but also increase surgeons' confidence to implant the ATIOL. This is my surgical team and consulting team. Without them, the good result is not possible. I can't be too grateful to them. And thank you for your attention. And welcome to join the APACRS Congress 2016 in Taipei. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brian. Just one quick question. So the Centurion is game changers, there's so much new technology in it. Which aspect of the Centurion do you like the best? Is it the better chamber stability, or its cutting ability, or its fluidics? What do you like best about it?
Yes, it's a very good question. I know most of the surgeon is focused on the active fluidics, but personally, I prefer the balanced tip because it's very powerful.
So cutting efficiency.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next speaker is from Australia, and Balachandra is one of the leading cataract surgeons from there. Bala's going to tell us about the LensX integration in the refractive suite.
Thank you, Dr. Yeo, and